Shalom, I want to make this real quick. I'm going to entitle this video, The Most High is Only Dealing with the Elect. Also, part of the topic is if they persecute you in one city, flee ye into another. And three, if you're not a part of the elect, you are going to take the charagma. Everything is leading to the charagma. Anybody that's teaching right now that the charagma is something other than what we say it is, because we're breaking it down the right way, we believe that they sold out. Not talking about these individuals right here. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna come back to this right here. I was just watching this video. They're talking about March, which is 2 months away. They're gonna on a partial level. They're gonna digitalize banks, not all banks, but it's gonna follow a trend, and eventually, I don't know what their timetable is, but eventually, it will lead to a total digital system, which is called the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. Everything's going to be digital. They're going to know, what you're going to buy. What if you go to the store, you buy a bag of potato chips and a Coca-Cola. They know that you purchase a bag of potato chips and a Coca-Cola. They know who you are because your ID is going to be linked to the system. They even know the exact time that you purchase the potato chips and a bottle of Coke. They will know if you went to you get some chick, you with your woman, and you have an affair with a chick at the job, and you go to the hotel. They're gonna know that you went to that hotel. They're gonna know the time that you clocked in, the time that you clocked out. They're gonna know the woman that you went with. So this is a total how can I say this? I want to be choice with my words. Where everything that you're going to become slaves, digital slaves. That's the plan. And ultimately, everyone will go from their smartphones to a QR code to the actual MOTB. And you have us here at GMS that know exactly what's going on. We see what's going on as it gets closer to that system, because it's a gradual system. It's not just going to happen overnight. It's a gradual thing. One thing's going to lead to another. The ultimate thing is to be a part of this system is you have to be MOTB. Let me just say this. We're talking about this at the camp. It should be this week, this Monday, which is the World Economic Forum. I've been watching the World Economic Forum for years. And, you do the research, you find out one of the founders or the founder is Klaus Schwab, the guy with the thick German accent, bald-headed man, tall man, Edomite. I don't know if he's the only founder or the main founder, or I believe when you do his research, and I did his research before, that he came up under Henry Kissinger, which, by the way, is German. The Teamanites. So when this comes on, I'm almost positive I can go to Google and I can put in World Economic Forum. When does it start? It'll give me the date. If it's this Monday, because it's always in the month of January, it's like a week or 2 weeks in. And so if you're in the know, if you understand the MOTB in the system, if you're part of GMS, of course you understand. So I urge you to try to watch as much as you can, because that World Economic Forum meeting in Davos, Switzerland, by the way, it's not going to be a one-day meeting. I believe it's for the whole week. And what I do is I'll watch it on it's on CNBC, and it's on there all day. I won't be able to watch it all day, but I'll watch when I'm at home. I'll watch it, and basically that later that night on YouTube, they'll go into the details of what was said, and they'll probably make a lot of the speeches that are made by these different members will probably be on YouTube or on other platforms. So you got to watch prophecy. You got to watch prophecy. You see something happens, it looks like a prophecy is going to come to pass, then you watch it closely. But ultimately, like I said, I don't know these individuals. The scriptures that, if you watch this video, the scriptures that these individuals pulled out were scriptures that, in the spirit of the way One West or GMS puts them out. I don't know, but I believe that they came into this thing by watching either GMS videos, IUIC videos, ISUPK videos, people from One West. These individuals didn't just wake up one morning and all of a sudden started learning the scriptures. They also went into the Apocrypha. What Christians do you know? We were all, for the most part, Christians. What Christians do you know in the Baptist church that has an Apocrypha? So they were bringing out stuff out of the Apocrypha. So I'll be safe to say that they either watched the elder over here, maybe they watched GMS, maybe they watched IUIC, maybe they watched all of them, Sakari, and instead of getting in contact with them, I don't know what their backstory is. Ultimately, they're doing their own thing. I don't recognize these individuals. So you had a back and forth with the elder here and these individuals, which I don't know their name. When you watch this whole video, he's teaching at one location. You can hear these individuals teaching, and you can hear their voice, so it's kind of bothersome. So he confronted them, and they said that they were there first, and you're out of order. It's a back and forth thing. That's why the scriptures say, if they persecute you in one city, then flee into another. Because you can't think if you have somebody across the street hidden scriptures as well. So the Lord said in the Great Commission, the first Great Commission, if you want to go to Deuteronomy, Matthew 28, they call it the Great Commission. The Great Commission was during the time of in Matthew's 10th chapter. Read that whole chapter. That's the Great Commission, because the Lord told you exactly who to go to, what to do. It tells you to, when you come into a city, give your peace. If they don't accept your peace, take your peace back, shake the dust off your feet. If they persecute you in one city, go you into another city. So either he's persecuting them or they're persecuting him. Either way, it says, if they persecute you in one city, flee into another. And I said this before, all you had to do is go someplace else. Just go someplace else. We're sheep in the midst of wolves. We're not the bad guys. Now, I didn't see this whole video, but he said one of these individuals offered to fight, or we want to fight. I didn't see that part of the video because I kind of watched some of the video. I kind of jumped around. So I said, let me do a video on this. There was a situation with Lot, Abraham's nephew, where they were doing so well, cattle and riches, that the servants of Abraham and the servants of Lot were, they were squabbling with each other. So Abraham got together with Lot, and you know what Abraham said? Well, he's the uncle. He's the elder. He said, look, we got to do something about this. He said, you go wherever you want to go. You go to the east, west, north, or south. You get to choose where you want to go. And I'll go to the other place. So Abraham took the low, what he calls the low ground, the low road. All right. Because we're sheep in the midst of wolves, right? We're wise as serpents, but yet harmless as doves. We are sheep in the midst of wolves. So whether these guys are the wolves and you're the sheep, or whether you're the wolf and they're the sheep, I'm saying it that way. I'm just saying it that way. Because they say, see you going off, you too hard, you ain't listening to the whole thing. I'm saying either, however it works. Think about this, go back to the story of Abraham and Lot. And what did they do? And what did Lot do? Lot's choice was to go down into the area of Sodom and Gomorrah, those 5 cities. 2 principal cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. And that's why Abraham prayed to the Lord about the right, if there's 50 righteous, 40 righteous, and so forth, because he gave them. He said, "Look, you pick where you want to go. You get the first choice, and I'll be second. So, in the future, just go someplace else, like we do up here in New York. We go someplace. If it's too much. Hey, when people come around, when people kind of come around to watch us, I'm talking about guys that's been in this truth, that know the truth, that should be out there teaching. They'll come around just to be around us and hang around us. Just do the work. You got the commission like all of us. Just do the work. So if you deal with any encounter, just move on. Just move on. If you got to drive 10 miles out of the way and you teach, and then some people come across, some Israelites come, and another thing, a woman, Edomite woman, came up with a Christian nonsense. So I knew that was that's those spirits are active. So what you do is you move it to someplace else. That's all you do. That's all you got to do. But anyway, I'm not going to say too much else. This year, by the way, brothers had dreams. A brother had a dream about me, a positive dream. Then another brother in the camp had a dream, and then somebody else had a dream. And these dreams are just brothers having dreams. And I said, well, when do you have this dream? Well, just after the year 2023. So I had at least 3 or 4 brothers had dreams, heavy spiritual dreams. And I believe something major is going to happen this year. Their thing is to push this charagma by the year 20, the agenda is the year 2020, 2025, 2030. It's going to be a lot quicker than that. But we'll see. We'll see. See, what you do is you watch the prophecies. The prophets saw the prophecies and they said, okay, when they saw Alexander, they went back to the prophecies and said, that's the guy in the book of Daniel. So we know that this place, Babylon the Great, U.S., we know that this is Babylon. Why? Because it goes right into the scriptures. This has to be Babylon. So it's the same thing with the charagma. Before the charagma comes, there's steps to the charagma. And I open with you know, the fact that you have well, I said if you're not an elect, you're going to take the charagma and you're going to be destroyed. So if you got Israelites out there teaching and they're not of the elect, I don't give a damn how many years they put into this truth. If you're not written in the Lamb's Book of Life and you're not one of the elect, you're not going to make it. You're not going to be delivered. And you know why you're not going to be delivered? Because you're going to take that digital oath, which when you go back to the law, is I love my master, um, and I want to be a servant forever. And there was a ceremony that took place where they took Aaron, let's call it Aaron, with an oil, and they put it through your ear, and that's sick. So when they saw that, when anybody saw that, they knew that you were this guy's servant, that you were a servant to life. So that's what the MOTB is. It's nothing but a digital oil. So when you take it, the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, cannot deliver you, even if the Lord wants to deliver you. Well, that's an Israelite, and I want to deliver him. Well, you can't deliver him. The Most High, Yahweh Shai, cannot deliver that individual because he made a decision, whether it's conscious or otherwise. That's why we teach it. He made a decision to be a servant unto the system, unto Esau's system for life. So Yahweh Shai couldn't save you even if he wanted to, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is bound to his prophecies. Once you take that charagma, that you're done. And if it doesn't pop out your arm, it stays up in there, and it becomes a part of you. You done. I don't care if you take it. I don't care if you take it and you go out there teaching hard and doing the work of the Most High, and you're fasting, you're praying, you're doing everything that the Most High, said do, but you went off and you took the charagma because maybe a woman and your children took it, you wound up taking it. And then you're going to come up with this logical explanation as to, well, I got to eat. See, now that's when faith kicks in. So there's going to be a major shakeup. There's going to be a major shakeup when they put up those, however they put it up, MOTB stations. There's going to be a major shakeup, a major shakeup. A lot of Israelites are going to bug the hell out. They're not going to know what to do. They're not going to go. They're not going to know what to do. That's the ultimate thing. That's the ultimate fuck up. You do that, you're done. But you know what? You're going to be destroyed. You'll be burned up by the missiles. But you're going to come back in the kingdom anyway. But you're going to die. You're going to see the ships, but you're not going to be beamed up into it. So the scriptures say, strive unto the truth until death. What does Revelation 2:10 say? Some of you will be cast into prison for 10 days. It says, I'm not going to go to it, but I'm paraphrasing it. It says, it says, be faithful unto death, and I'll give you a crown of life. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not going to go to it. But we're living in a serious time, and I would be surprised if in this year, the year 2023, I'll be surprised if they don't, start setting up these charagma stations, MOTB stations. I'll be surprised. But it could be 2024. It can be 2025. They could start it in 2023. And it may take another 2 years before it's fully implemented around the planet, because this is a world thing. You're going to be tested. The world's going to be tested. So you individuals out there that are teaching, if you're not, at the end of the day, don't give a damn. I knew a lot of brothers that came into One West that was teachers that pulled out precepts kept the Sabbath, Passovers, did everything right, but they fell off. So what's going to happen to them? They were never a part of this anyway. First John, the second chapter, they were never a part of this anyway. So we're living in a serious time. And I see that this year is going to be a major year. I could be wrong, but I don't believe 2023 is going to go back to 2018. Remember how it was in 2018 and 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022? This whole, this is a fucked up situation, man. 2023 is not going to go back to the year 2018. So, I'm going to close, but at the end of the day, if you're not one of the elect, you're not going to make it. I don't give a damn how diligent you are. If you're not one of the elect, you're not going to make it. You're going to have to die and you have to come back. And we here at Great Millstone, we have 100% knowledge of the scriptures. So anybody that's teaching contrary to what we're teaching, and I'll use the perfect example, the MOTB. We're teaching it correctly. We're teaching Revelation 13 and 16 correctly. 100% correct. As opposed to the IUIC and the ISUPK or any other group out there that teaches us embargo, it's Christianity, it's sin. Like I said, there's going to be a major shakeup. There's going to be a major shakeup. With these Israelites out here. Some of them that have been faithful in certain camps are going to leave the camps. Don't be surprised if certain men in GMS leave or become disenchanted, turn their back on the plow. I believe 2023 is going to be a crucial year, but we'll see. It may be another 2022. So, like I said, just if there's brothers that are teaching on the street, you've been teaching on that corner 10 years. Then these brothers come up and they just start teaching. You don't have to talk to them. Just go let's go someplace else. Let's go 10 miles away to another place. Let's go 5 miles away. Let's come out at a different time and not be around them. Because we got to take the low road. We are the sheep. We are the sheep. Remember that. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.